Hey guys, I'm back here to review Guerrero del Toro's Pinocchio film, which was released on Netflix just a few days ago, I believe on the 9th. And I was not a big Pinocchio fan. It's probably one of my least favorite Disney animated films. I didn't even see the live action after I heard everyone trashed it. That pretty much put it off for me. But then again, I'm not too big on Disney live action remakes. The only one I've seen that I've enjoyed that I actually thought was better than the original was The Jungle Book. But that's another conversation for another day. But Pinocchio, Guillermo del Toro. I have not seen any of his previous work. I know he won, some Oscars for The Shape of Water, but his take on Pinocchio was more heartfelt, more tragic. I felt so many emotions through this film. The there is not there is not one thing I dislike about this film. The score is amazing. The fact that it's stop motion, I love stop motion. I think it adds a, a lot more weight to the story that you're trying to tell, especially with Pinocchio. And I think there's so many layers to unpeel with this film, and Guillermo del Toro did an excellent job. The the screenplay is great. The score, the voice cast, the animation. There's not one single thing that I disliked about this film. I mean, it's tragic, it's funny, it's also heartfelt and heartwarming at the same time, and changing some of the aspects of the original Pinocchio works well with what Guillermo del Toro was trying to do with his take, which was add more, nuance, like a nuance and heartfelt take to these characters, and have you feel more attached to, you know, um, not Pinocchio, but Mr. Geppetto before he creates Pinocchio. And Mr. Geppetto, after losing his son, goes into a deep, tragic story where he cannot let go of the past. He's drowning his sorrows with alcohol, and Sebastian Cricket, I think is I enjoy a lot more in this iteration of the film than the previous one, because he feels more of a I feel like there's more of a presence to him, especially since he's narrating the story. And even Christoph Waltz is one of the voice cast for this film, who played in some of the Quentin Tarantino films, and he plays the guy that runs the circus that's in charge of Pinocchio. And he is such a dick in this film. It goes back to his his Inglorious Bastards character, and I hated him so much, but I love Christoph Waltz at the same time. So I think that was a great casting choice on his part. And Guillermo del Toro, I think I might go back and watch some of his previous work, because this was so much to. I think this would be a better iteration this is a better iteration of the character Pinocchio, and everything he goes through, and his connection of wanting to be a real boy, and wanting to please everyone around him so much that even it makes it seems like he can't do anything right. And this is film I is probably one of my favorite films of this year. And it was probably a last minute decision to watch this film because after I heard the Pinocchio live action film Tank, I thought, another one? I'm not too sure about this. I originally thought this was like a short film, but I think if this film came out earlier in the year, it would be probably one of the contenders to get nominated for multiple Oscars for 2023, such as Best Animated Film, I think Best Picture, Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, you know, awards such as that. I love this film. It's the ending is so tragic. I felt so many emotions in this film. I'm going to watch this again. I recommend this to everyone if you did not like the live action remake, which I haven't seen and probably won't see. And I think this is a better take on the story of Pinocchio because there's more added layers to it. There are some, of course, there's some stuff that they changed, but I think there's a more emotional attachment to these characters before, something tragic happens. But yes, I love this film. I would give this film freaking 5 out of 5 stars. I think this film is phenomenal. One of the best films of this year, and probably one of the best animated films of this year. But let me know what you guys thought of this film. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.